Welcome to another cooking class out here in the desert. Today I'm going to show you how to make Frank's famous Caesar chicken with feta cheese. So you start with a large frying pan to which you've added 2 teaspoons of olive oil. Then you're going to need 4 chicken breasts that are 4 ounces each in weight. I only have 2 here because it's me. And then half a teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, which I've mixed into that cup there. So the first thing you want to do is take your chicken breasts and sprinkle both sides with the salt and pepper. So I'll do that now. Once you've coated both sides of the chicken breasts with the salt and pepper, you brown them on one side. It might take 6 or 7 minutes. Have it on a medium heat and brown them on one side. So once the chicken has browned on one side, you flip it and you top each chicken breast with a 1/4 cup of Caesar dressing and a medium chopped tomato. For the medium tomato, I like to use canned tomatoes that are already diced because it's more convenient. So let's flip these chicken breasts and do that. So I just flipped the chicken breast. That's a good color. So you take your 1/4 cup of salad dressing, this would be Caesar dressing, and pour it on top of each of the 4 chicken breasts. I only have 2. Now try to keep the dressing on the breast without it falling into the pan, because if it goes into the pan, it tends to burn. So you want to try to keep it all on the chicken. It's pretty thick, so it usually stays. See that? Of course, I have some left over because this is for 4 chicken breasts, but I'm only making 2. And then you top that with your diced tomatoes. Like I said, I like to use canned tomatoes. It's just easier. And keep those on top of the chicken breasts as well, so they don't fall into the skillet. And then you cover this with foil and let it cook for about 6 or 8 minutes, or until it reaches, I think, 160 degrees Fahrenheit if you're using a meat thermometer. So we'll cover that with some foil, and then the very last step is you add the feta cheese. Okay, so the chicken breasts are cooking in a covered skillet for about 6 to 8 minutes, or until they read 165 degrees Fahrenheit if you're using a meat thermometer. So there's the chicken. You can see how the dressing that ran off to the side there kind of burned in the pan. That's what you want to try to avoid. I think my stove here is on a little bit of a slant because it's on the ground. That's why that happened. But see, most of the dressing did stay on the chicken breast. So you take half a cup of feta cheese crumbles and sprinkle those onto the chicken. And some people like to add in stuff to this. You can kind of customize this. You can add in black olives, sliced black olives. That's always kind of a nice addition, and things like that. You sort of make up your own version of this. And but that's the feta cheese, and let that cook for just another minute or so the cheese maybe melts. And that's pretty much it. Let's take a look at it on the plate. So there you go. There's Frank's famous chicken with Caesar dressing and feta cheese with a side of Fritos corn chips. Those are optional, of course. And I'm going to sit here on the ground out here in the desert next to my Corolla with a spectacular view of the distant mountains and enjoy my lunch. Hope you enjoyed this cooking demonstration. It's pretty easy. Full recipe is in the description, and try it out and let me know what you think.